I'm really impressed that in amongst the stuff here in this Vance and Hines conference room, there's, for instance, Peer Pressure Racing Best Appearing Crew Award from 2008.
That was when we had our real street bike with Doug Witt. You know, it goes to show you. I mean, look, look, you have this little. I don't want to degrade it, but
it's cute and it's in a place of real importance here. I mean,
that's what I was going to say. It shows you. You know, it's just this little thing that sometimes makes people proud, and you know, we were proud to have, you know, won that.
Yeah.
You know, anytime you get a little award, and you know, it's hanging on a picture basically. This is the first ever Harley win with back to finals in 05 there when 04 I'm sorry 05 when you had the opportunity basically both Harleys going to the final, both winning. It's an awesome deal, and you know that's the pride of the plant for Harley-Davidson.
Okay, so that's
everybody that built the V-Rod
signed that tank.
Nice, and it's a pretty cool deal. So just to be involved with that,
of course, there's a lot of trophies.
Yep, an awesome.
And this is a John Myers helmet.
That is correct.
All right.
Terry is just obviously a motorcycle guy. He loves it.
Sure.
You know, just doesn't mean anything that it's a different competitor. It's just a part of motorcycle history.
Absolutely. And then this.
That's Andrew and Byron.
Wow.
Pushing back Terry.
Wow, that's awesome.
Probably 1984, 85, I'm guessing.
Andrew.
4 years old.
Sure. So and then Larry McBride over here.
Yeah, Larry McBride is one of our project bikes.
Yeah.
Byron loves that thing, and it's definitely where his heart is. He loves that deal.
Die casts, and then the 6 Second Club plaque. All right. Yeah. No. So. What's in the?
Oh, I can't wait.
That's where all the secrets are.
Yeah, it's a black box. You heard about black boxes. It's a black box. We just disguise it.
Eddie, you all have a few trophies down here, and I'm sure this is just a small portion of what you all have.
Yep, some of them. Obviously, it's a nice collection. It's a good collection to have.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, first off, when I first met you, however many years ago that was, and you were running 600 Super Sport, did you ever think you'd be going into the finals in Pomona with a points lead and a possibility of winning your second NHRA championship?
No, probably not. You know, that's something that we all set our goals and set them high. I wanted to be able to one time just race NHRA Pro Stock Motorcycle, and then once you sort of get involved there, then I sort of wanted to qualify, and then I just wanted to win a race. Championship never crossed my mind, obviously, until I got to the point that I got hired here at Vance and Hines as a team member on the Harley on the Harley program, and to have that opportunity to be a part of the team, obviously then I looked at it as, well, I could win races, and maybe potentially I could win a championship. For me, the big question was can I do it? You know, I'm sure a lot of people put that on my shoulders saying, hey, you know, can he do it? And, you know, I'm here. Yes, I have won one championship. I feel the second year defending my championship, I lost it by 2 points. I had an awesome season, won 5 races, went to 10 finals, went to 8 straight. Last year I struggled a little bit mid-part of the season. Started coming back and, you know, had a good finish off for the season, and then started out 2011 with a win in Gainesville. Went on to win a couple other races throughout this year, Norwalk and recently Las Vegas, with a couple other ones here in between finals, and I've had some pretty good results this year. I'm pretty excited. I maintained the points lead pretty much all year. I think I gave it up to Karen for 2 or 3 races total throughout the season that I wasn't in first place. So when you look at the grand scheme of things, I'm having an awesome year. I'm having an awesome season. Hopefully going into Pomona, Pomona's treated me well. I've won the last 2. I've been in the last 3 finals there. I just hope Pomona continues to treat me good. I want to go there. Obviously, a 69-point lead going into the final race is a good lead. It's a 3-round lead with qualifying points and bonus points and different situations. I mean, it basically gives me to say I have a 3-round lead, but there's a possibility that I can lose a round in qualifying, so I definitely don't want that to happen. The way I look at it is just go there and win the race. You win the race, nobody's going to catch you. So that's my goal going to Pomona. I'm pretty excited and really looking forward to it.
We were talking earlier about how a couple years ago it was Hector Sr. going in as the points underdog or second in points to Andrew and going into Pomona, and Hector ended up pulling it out.
It was actually me.
It was you?
Yeah, it was me and Hector. Yep.
Oh, that was the 2-point one?
Yep, that was the 2-point loss.
All right. Oh, okay. So, in a way, then is this sort of now it's Hector Jr. What do you think about that? Would you, for one thing, would you expected Hector Jr. to come on as strong as he did here at the end of the year? And
to answer your question, would I expect Hector Jr.? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would. Hector Jr., he's been around the sport for a long time.
Yep.
He sort of understands, he is a rookie, but he's not. He's been around the sport. He knows, he's obviously seen his father win races or win championships and understand what it takes to do that. So to say you're a rookie, yes, he was a rookie in riding, but I think the mindset, he sort of knew what direction he needed to go. Obviously, he has some good guidance, and Hector, helped him along the way. I'm sure of it. But more important, he has a motorcycle that's a championship-winning motorcycle. That motorcycle that he is on should win races. Should, reality, if you can win races, you can win championships. By no means is it that easy to make happen because there's human error in the equation. There's a learning curve. There's everything along the lines. To say I wouldn't expect it, I can't say 100%. But on the reverse side of things, he showed pretty good promise throughout the middle part of the season, and he really showed that he was growing and learning. And I think when you can move forward and continue to learn and understand what your motorcycle is doing, and as you come one with it, and your pace starts speeding up to the same rate that the motorcycle is going and sort of understand what's happening, you're only going to gel that much better and perform that much better. And I think that's what you've really seen these last couple of races. Hector's point, a countdown, is the best thing that can happen because the end result is as he grows with the motorcycle, he's going to continue to get better, and he's also going to learn. And now they reset the points. As long as you're qualified, that makes it an opportunity for you. He also has that mentality of he has nothing to lose. This is his first time here. This is his first time there.
Sure.
There's no reason to worry about it. No big deal. If you lose a championship, you come in second. It's your first year. You can be happy. But I do think some of the stuff in the last race or two is probably giving him a little thought in that mentality. And you think about it a little more as you have time. Time is your enemy, in my opinion. Right. Because you're going to sit down and ponder and think and wonder, what if I do this or what if I do that? You shouldn't. I think that's where the experience comes into it. I'll be honest with you. I haven't even given Pomona a thought in these last week and a half, basically. I just ready to go pop the clutch and want to go racing. But to say that I would be surprised, I wouldn't say that. I would say it's not expected. I think it happened a little sooner for him than he even thought. But the one thing that you really have to do is understand and respect where you are. And I think that's something that comes with time, and he'll learn it's really not as easy as as it is coming this year. Not everything falls your way. I mean, I'm one of those guys that I don't believe in superstitions, but not everything falls your way every given time. And he's had some lucky rounds, as well as we all have. And there's that saying, I'd rather be lucky than good any day. So,
right.
But he's doing an awesome job. He definitely is showing that he is going to be a part of the class, and he's going to be a fighter in the class for that championship. So it's definitely good, and I'm glad to have him out there. I think it's great for the sport. You know, all these young kids, you don't have the opportunity very often to be able to come out and run pro stock motorcycle, you know, as you graduate up the ladder. He doesn't have much riding experience, so there is one of those things that you're going to have that as he continues to make runs down the track, he's going to continue to get better. So he's definitely doing a good job where he is now.
They keep you pretty busy around here at Vance and Hines, I imagine. That's probably a plus. Like you just said, you haven't had time to think about Pomona and racing. You're busy.
Yeah, that's the truth. I am. I handle all competition engines here in Vance and Hines. I handle all our race engine programs, as well as our cylinder head program, and all machine work and everything that goes on in the shop. I sort of oversee all daily activities. This place doesn't stop even when I leave. So for the most part, when I come back, I have a pile on my desk of more things that came in, or more items that need to get worked on, or more items that need to get finished. So you know, it definitely keeps me busy. It's something that I enjoy and I really like. It's a challenge every day. You never know what you're going to have or what you got to get or get out the door. So I try to meet those challenges and continue to move forward and do the best I can at it. Vance and Hines here has just been an awesome place to work at. You know, there's just stuff that you learn and you see on a daily basis is stuff that you're not going to see anywhere else.
Sure.
So to be a part of it and to be welcomed the way I have is something that's just, in my eyes, is, you know, I'm treated as family is the easiest way to say it, and I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah. You know, at some point in the middle of the year, middle of the season, there was a very entertaining war of words between you guys and the guys across the street, the White Alligator team. That was all in good fun, as far as I could tell. Does that kind of thing ever get serious, or is it just sort of like a good show that's good for fans and good for the class?
I think the potential of it's there to get serious. You know, one thing that I really stressed is I don't want to turn it into a personal deal where anybody's taking jabs at one another. You know, I can take jokes. I'm probably one of the guys that, you know, in my opinion, one of the guys that would probably stir the pot even more. But, you know, it just sometimes gets personal and gets on the personal level. And, you know, I like Jerry. Jerry's a good guy, and they got a great crew over there. He's obviously new to the sport and new to the way everything happens, obviously, in NHRA and the way everything goes. And the one thing that I don't think some people take into consideration is we deal with corporate America, corporate backing. We're not White Alligator Racing, where Jerry, you know, I mean, he obviously loves the sport of drag racing and he enjoys it. And he obviously funds his own team. We are doing this as a business. We're doing this as a business partner with a relationship with Harley-Davidson, obviously, and sometimes when certain things are said, we take it one way, but our sponsors may take it another. And that's just the stuff that corporate America. It's corporate America. So you have to just be aware of what you're saying and who you're saying it to, because some things do get taken out of context, although they're not meant. And by no means was any of us. There was never any blows or never any face-to-face arguments. There may have been with other crews or other things that were going on, but there never was with us. And you know, no hard feelings, no foul. But you know, it just, people need to understand where we're coming from on our end.
Well, and then result, it brought the class a lot of publicity, which ends up being good for your sponsor, because sometimes this class struggles for airtime.
Yeah, it absolutely. It does. It definitely does, and it didn't hurt, you know, and that's why I wouldn't say I played it up or did anything. I was just blunt and honest, you know. If you have a problem, you have anything to say, come say it to our face. That's the way it is, you know. That's the one thing that I don't like.
Did they ever do that?
No, I never had anybody come down to our truck. I mean, I'll tell you, there's been guys on the internet that have said stuff that I've emailed them. I've offered tickets.
Yeah.
Hey, come on in. I'm going to leave 2 tickets at the front gate. You're more than welcome.
Yeah.
Come sit down at the table.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me what you have to say. But nobody's ever took up my offer.
You're now that you mention it, you're active on online, especially on Yellow Bullet, I guess.
Yeah, I'm Yellow Bullet on Cycle Bike on a good handful of the websites.
Is that do you take that on yourself, or is that kind of part of your job here? No,
that's actually my own doing. You know, I guess I shoot myself in the foot sometimes, but you know,
you do a really good job of it. I mean, that's risky territory going out there and putting out your
most pro drivers will never go on the chat boards. They'll all tell you that. And reason being is they just don't want to put themselves in that situation.
Sure.
Facebook, obviously, and that's why I think a lot of them stay away from Facebook due to the fact that people could actually write responses. You know, and Twitter, some guys just tweet whatever they want, you know, and nobody could really say much, or they just follow them. So, you know, they sort of write their own rules. And put it in their own area. But I'm the type of guy that I don't care what you have to say personally. You're not going to hurt me. You're not going to affect me. You know, I'm not.
You're from the East Coast.
I have thick skin. Trust me. I'm still going to go to sleep at night. I'm not going to toss and turn saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe this guy wrote that." But more important, I believe you should have the right to be able to speak your freedom, your own words.
Yep.
You know, say what you want. Just, you know, do it respectfully.
Yeah.
You know, Yellow Bullet, I'm the moderator on there.
That's right.
And
I knew that,
and I can go on there and delete posts if I choose. And I've only deleted, I think, 1 post since I've been on that board. Right. I love it. That's a great website. You know, it's just like there's a lot of harsh people on there, but there's also a lot of great people. And for me, I'm a racer. I enjoy racing, car racing, motorcycle racing, whatever it is. And I just think if you could share your wealth, I mean, I learn a lot from that forum, and I feel I can give back also. You know, when people ask questions or just looking for info, just general knowledge. Sometimes somebody doesn't know what you may know, and you know, you can find out a lot easier. So I enjoy doing it. By no means is it any pressure. I've never been told basically calm down or don't say that. I think as a professional, as somebody that is in the public eye, I mean, we are on a much smaller scale, but we still are looked up to by kids and other people. Just do it tastefully and don't go on there bashing anybody. And you know, you just speak your piece and do it respectfully.
I saw you, you just said you love car racing too, and I saw you eyeing some Pro Mod cars in the staging lanes.
I'm always eyeing Pro Mod cars. You know, I know where you're going with that. Obviously, I'd love to be able to drive something.
Right.
In my future.
Right.
You know, right now I'm content with the motorcycle and where I am.
Right.
Obviously, when you're at the top of your game in the category that you're in, it's tough to leave that category and say you're going to be at the top of your game.
Sure.
You know, because there's a learning curve.
Oh, absolutely.
There's money. Money makes the world go round, and money's what makes your car go down the track or a motorcycle.
Sure.
So, but to say I'd want to ride motorcycles the rest of my life, I can't say that because I don't know. But I do see myself in my career a little later down the road moving up to. I'd love to go Top Fuel or Pro Mod. You know, that would be my 2 goals. You know, I really love Pro Mod. Pro Mod's an awesome category. It's sort of something that stems and grew out of the Northeast.
Absolutely.
And has a lot of history there. I've seen hundreds of different Pro Mod cars go down the track, and it's just a place where my heart is. If I can have the same results going, you know, Outlaw 10.5 racing or something like that, I would do it. You know, it's just it's something that I love to do. Just the cars. You know, pro stock car is something I definitely love to go that direction. but we all know how crucial pro stock car is to horsepower, to, you know, your resources, just like pro stock motorcycle, but at a greater level. And you're going to spend a lot of money doing it. So pro stock car is definitely a cutthroat category.
Pro mods are cooler.
But pro mod's definitely a cool category. I mean, it's, to me, the pro mod car guys are there more to have fun than they are to take it as a serious business. And that's the thing that I could appreciate.
Which is probably just as well, because it's tough to be serious business in that class with keep getting its future always sort of in doubt. Any insight? I know we're straying off the topic here, but any insight into what will happen with pro mod cars?
I just really would like to see it move forward. I think it deserves a spot in NHRA. I think it's an awesome pro category. It should be a pro category in my eyes.
Sure.
It just needs that corporate backing, somebody to stand behind it. I mean, Roger's been doing it for the past couple of years, and there's other guys involved in it, but I would love to see it be a pro category just because it's an on-the-edge category.
Yeah.
You know, you look at it, pro stock motorcycle, I'm going to be the first one to tell you, pro stock motorcycle, pops the clutch and they go down the track. You see the driver movement, that's what makes it a little more exciting.
Yes.
Pro stock car, pops the clutch, they go straight.
Yeah.
Down the track.
Yeah.
99% of the time, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Pro mod, pops the clutch, thing's heading for the 660 block. It's going to take out the 8th mile cones. It might be on its roof by then. You never know. And it's
wild.
Just something that you got to always pay attention. You know, I remember 3 years ago, Chicago, when NHRA really just started having the pro mod class, and I grabbed my teammate Andrew. I was like, "Hey, come on, let's go watch pro mod." He's like, "Okay." I was like, "Well," I said, "chances are you'll probably, you know, it'll probably get pretty interesting." I said, "You know, they're always out of shape," and I think there was 2 that ended up on the roof and 1 that ended up on the wall. And he was like, "Oh my god, I can't," you know, but nothing against pro mod guys, but it's just you're throwing 3,000, 4,000 horsepower into this little car that just. It's over horsepowered and under chassis to some extent, and it makes it for hairy driving and great watch.
So your dream pro mod ride, would it be nitrous turbo or blower?
Well, all pro mod cars should be a nitrous car. I mean, that's my opinion. You know? But if I wanted to win races, I definitely would be in a turbo car.
Right.
You know, it's just the way the generation is going. But man, to me, there's nothing better than a 900 cubic inch nitrous assisted pro mod. Mike Castellano's car or Belushi's car is the epitome of a pro mod car.
Absolutely.
That's what they all need to be.
Yeah.
So,
anything else?
No, just you know, thanks for obviously coming over and spending a little time. And
my pleasure.
You know, it's great to just be in the championship hunt and a battle out there with Hector Jr. and the category. You know, our class has grown in the last 3 years. We always use it as a barometer. Like, every year grows as a year. But I'd say in the last 3 years, our class has moved 5 or 6 years ahead. You know, you look at qualifying, you look at competition, you look at the winners, the amount of winners, or the variety of them.
Right.
It's not just one person dominating. You know, 10 years ago, Pro Stock Motorcycle, you probably could pick the semifinals and finals out before you even went to the race. Now, you're lucky. You can pick second-round winners. So it's an awesome category. It's something that I'm just proud to be a part of and really excited to be racing with the quality of racers, the quality of bikes, and the quality of just sponsors and everybody that's involved in the class. I mean, NHRA's got an awesome class and an awesome, I would just say, group core of individuals that really support it. So I'm just glad to be part of it.
Do you see any way that the class could be more effectively promoted? I mean, the engineering diversity is part of what makes it exciting to a real race fan, as far as I'm concerned. And then also, like you said earlier, watching that you can see the rider, what they're doing as they're going down the track, as opposed to, you know, someone in a car. These things make it a really great spectator sport for me. Do you think that's exploited enough in the promotion of the class?
I think the biggest lack in the whole category is promotion. Is the easiest way to say it. We got great corporate sponsors that are involved. Geico, Lucas Oil, Harley-Davidson. You know, you could see those 3 sponsors are very active in promoting their brand on the track. There are also other ones out there. I mean, I'm sure I'm forgetting a handful of them, and somebody may watch this and say, you know, hey, what are you doing forgetting us? But in reality, you know, those are the 3 people that definitely deal with corporate America. You know, you open up magazines or you see TV commercials, you know, and all 3 brands are involved. So to have that side of it, the side that we need to bring to the next level that we've really worked on as racers or competitors in the category is us ourselves. We need to create a brand and a marketing side, and the pro stock categories all come together in the last 2 years to really try and bring a little more brand awareness and show what we have to offer. But more important, we need to get obviously NHRA behind us and everybody else pulling, because the more people that are aware and support it can bring awareness. You know, that's where you brought it up earlier, the forum stuff or Facebook or anything along the lines of that. Anytime we can draw spectators or fans out to the track is a good thing. The motorcycle guys, I would say, are probably the most accessible out of anybody, just because of the fact of we know where the underdogs and and where the guy that needs where the group that needs to push it that extra step just to bring fans into our area. And we do on Saturdays. We do autograph signings on Saturdays usually. You know, a lot of us will push our bikes out to the end of the trailers. I tend to hang out in the aisleways or whatever I could do just to stand around and be able to sign. You know, just recently, a lot of people don't realize and understand that we are doing our job and we are working. And, you know, sometimes we aren't as accessible during the day. And, you know, that goes for every pro racer. You know, a lot of the bike guys are a smaller group, a smaller core, and we are on a lot less budget. So you have the teams like the Top Fuel guys that aren't really a crucial part of the team. Those guys are out doing PR in between rounds or going places or visiting people. A lot of the bike guys actually work on their equipment.
Sure, absolutely.
So makes us a little harder to gain access to, so we understand that, and that's why we go that extra step just to make sure on Saturdays or Fridays we go out there and we participate in autograph signings or anything along the lines of that. But the category itself definitely needs a little bit of extra promotion. In my opinion, it's the one and only unique category in NHRA. You know, we have no roll cages around us. We have no extra safety equipment like roll bars or padding. You know, we're out there in the wind. You know, it's a piece of leather. Unfortunately, Joe D tested that in Vegas. You know, you look at the diversity of the class. You know, we have white, black, Hispanic, women, men. You know, I mean, there's a whole big picture.
Absolutely.
And for the whole picture to be painted, I think you need to take people by the hand and walk them through it and say, hey, look, this is what we have to offer, which is a lot more than most other categories. You know, women in drag racing is a great thing in my book. You know, you look at it. Everybody loves a woman. You know, most men love women, and especially if you're a car guy and you got this girl out there beating up on the guys, you know, it just makes it that much more attractive.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's definitely some things that I think get overshadowed in our category, but you know, it's one of those things you could always continue to promote more.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, good luck this weekend, and I look forward to interviewing you when you come back.
Thanks. Hopefully, I'll be upbeat and excited. You know, so. You know, I'm just like I said, I'm going into this weekend just trying to stay focused and be determined and go out there and win.
All right. I'll watch you on TV.
Thank you.
All right, now tell me that story again. Start from the beginning. Pomona.
Pomona.
Your championship year.
The championship. Well, they didn't know was.
Yeah.
Okay. We stayed in test in Vegas. We blew up the engine. We hurt 2 motors. It's the only thing we have left. We went. First thing I did, we packed everything and we left. As I'm heading to Pomona, I left there early so I can get there early. I'm making phone calls and I order all the parts that I need. In the parking lot, I rebuilt my engine. When I mean rebuilt, it's a brand new crankshaft, cylinders, rings, piston, valves, rockers. We replaced everything. Camshaft. That's another thing too. We had to replace all the camshafts. So I called S&S. They sent me the camshafts. We put it on, and those cams is whatever they turn out to be is what it is.
Oh yeah.
You don't have no adjustment. You can set what you want. It's what it is. That's what you're gonna get.
Right.
So I rebuilt that engine. Rebuilt the backup also. And the outcome, I didn't know what it was gonna be. You know, usually it takes a couple runs to seat the motor in, so you can start getting your best performance. I didn't know anything about those cams. I briefly just checked them, and they were not where my other cams were. But there's nothing I can do. I had to run what I have. And to my surprise, we qualified #1. Couple of the qualifying session, we were #1. That gave us the extra point, the extra point that we needed to win. Now I know that the Vance and Hines, they showed up. They showed up to win. They showed up to set national record.
Sure.
There was UPS showing up there with crates of engines.
Sure.
Hey, do you know who this goes to? Who's it for? Vance and Hines? Oh, wait a minute, right here. No. Right here. You can leave it here with us. Just kidding. No, they will park next to us. So, but they're not there yet. And they were trying. I believe they went to set the national record.
Yeah.
They had so much power. They were spinning the tire. You just couldn't get a hold of the track.
Yeah.
And it turned out my favor. So that's how I won the championship. But I know I won it by 2 points. Not just 2 points, because I had to overcome the deficit when we first started. So, you know, I'm working hard this year. I'm trying best that I can to see if I can. I want to win again. I want another one.
Sure.
And we won this championship. You know, at the moment, it didn't feel that big to me.
Really?
I didn't feel anything. I don't know. And what got me was at the Gators, when they present me with the jacket and the ring. That's when it really hit me.
Yeah, I bet.
You know, and wow, that was nice. We want to do it again.
Absolutely. I really liked, and I told you this at the PRI show, I really like the statement that you made that to Matt Polito, or he was there or to record it, that winning that championship was so important to what you've tried to tell your son all these years, that you could, if you work really hard,
you can do anything.
You can do anything. But you'd work so hard all these years.
And that was, you know, I wasn't really thinking about the championship. I was just thinking about winning a race.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
19 years.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Never won a race.
Yeah.
I got close twice, or 3 times.
Yeah.
But they not come home with a trophy. And my kids were just small. Daddy, did you win? Did you win? No. Next time. And they will ask me, and later on it dawned on me.
Yeah.
Let's stop asking.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even ask me if I qualified.
Yeah.
And I always told my kids, never give up.
Yeah.
Always keep working.
Yeah.
You know, if you believe it, you just keep going, try, never give up.
Yeah.
And deep in my mind, I'm going, man, what am I teaching my kids? I tell them to work hard, not to give up. They see me work here day to night, holidays. And they're gonna go, I'm gonna work this hard for what? You know, that was my biggest fear.
Yeah.
I'm telling them, don't give up.
Yeah.
19 years have gone by.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Norwalk, Ohio.
Yeah.
I had 2 of my boys helping me. We won the first race. To me, it's like a big burden, a weight off my shoulder lifted, because they were not that they saw that you can accomplish what you want, but they witnessed it and they were there.
Yeah, yeah,
And then I tried too hard to win again, making mistakes, stupid mistakes.
Right.
The following year, man, it just unbelievable, incredible how, you know, people say there's something out there bigger for you later on in life. And how, you know, after a year you punch and you go, wow, when am I climbing over the hill and everything? And last year, what I accomplished, I did it all in 1 year. I came from behind. I won 5 national games. I set a national ET record and won the championship. I don't think there was anything else there to set anymore. I've done it all in 1 year.
Yeah, very cool.
So, and I got to give all the credit to Forrest and Charlotte Lucas and the company over here, because they don't want to stay behind me all the time. They never gave up on me when I was struggling.
Right, right.
They believed in me. I don't know if sometimes I think they have more faith in me than I have faith in what I can do.
Right.
And without them, I could have not done all this.
And how did you get hooked up with Larry Morgan?
I was talking to Larry and after the Gainesville, and he goes to me, I was asking Larry about bar job, and he goes, well, Hector, you know what, why don't you take the heads off, send them to me, and let me see what I can do for you. I turn around, I say, you serious, Larry? Yeah. There you go. Send them to me, let me see what I can do for you, you know. I figure, oh, a bar job, yeah. I ran into the trailer, I load everything up, and I went home, took the head off, got the address from the internet, called Larry up and said, Larry, here I am in the parking lot. I showed up.
Wow.
And delivered.
Wow.
And,
where's he based out of?
Ohio.
Okay.
Newark, Ohio.
So
Ohio.
Oh, yeah. So he's nearby.
Hey, to me, 5 hours over there?
Yeah.
There was nothing.
Yeah.
And that's one guy that he said he was, let me see what I can do. Didn't promise me anything. Didn't want nothing in return. And look what he's done for the performance-wise.
Very cool.
Incredible. But I know right now he was struggling. He's doing better with that Ford. And what people need to realize, everything is new, something new. They gotta work with it. It takes time, but he's already doing much better, qualifying in the middle of the pack. He will definitely turn the program around and do well.
For sure.